Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh shoot. Okay. I got this. Have you been to anywhere besides America and Mexico?
By America, you mean United States?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I've been to Chile and Argentina.
So like, why'd you go over there?
Because I'm a musician and I went to play over there. And I went to record over there also.
Are you still a musician?
Yeah.
So is that like a full-time thing or a part-time thing?
Well, it's kind of my dream, so it's a part-time for now.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, full-time and part-time. Do it all the time.
So is it like a band type of thing, or is it solo?
It's a band. It's a rock, progressive rock.
Is there like a reason why you chose to do it?
Why I chose to do what?
Rock, like what spoke to you about rock that made you want to pursue that?
Not necessarily. Some guys that had a band approached me and they were looking for a singer, and I kind of like the idea of having a new project, so we went for it. But
No, I see. So, when it comes to, do you have like an unbreakable bond?
with my family,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I would say I have an unbreakable bond with my family. Yeah, for sure.
Is your family like big?
Well, I have a sister, my mom and my dad. They're divorced, so that's my family.
Oh, shit.
Oh, do you mean like my
Like cousins and stuff.
oh cousins? Yeah, I have a big family. I have a lot of cousins, like
How close with all of them, or? Just like
I'm
certain
close to my
bits?
family. Yeah, not all of them. Mostly my father's side.
I see. So, you mentioned before how some of your family lives in the United States and others live in Mexico.
Yeah.
So, like, what would you say has like more?
Where do I have more family? I think on both sides actually. It would be the same because some of them stayed in Mexico, but most of them came to the United States. Some of them are still in Mexico, like half and half. I think.
I see. Okay. Would you would ever want to move somewhere else besides America?
Yes, I think that I would like to go to Chile maybe. When I went there, I noticed that we have a similar humor with Chileans, Mexicans. Sorry, cut. And yeah, I really love that country when I visit Chile.
Is that the only reason?
Well,
connected humor.
I've noticed that the people in Chile defend their rights a lot. So when the government like tries to take some of their benefits away from them, they all go to the streets and protest a lot. So I think that that's a great example of Chilean people of how to defend their rights. So it's inspiring also.
Inspiring.
Yeah, I mean it's inspiring. Like for example, right here in the States, right now they're trying to get rid of healthcare and medical and Medicaid and all that stuff.
Yes.
So people should be going to, or if you take the example of the Chilean people, we should be protesting on the streets.
Yeah, but the thing with America is it's always half and half.
Yeah.
Some people do it, some people don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So what food was like in Mexico? What food was like say popular?
Okay, so you can find tacos in the street. Like there's, like how here we got like food trucks.
So yeah, what food was popular in Mexico?
Also, you can find a lot of tacos. There's a lot of street vendors, and there's like my favorite are birria. Have you ever tried birria? No, I recommend birria. They have it here, but it's not as good as over there. But you can find a lot of tacos. They have like tacos barrios, which is like, I don't know, they have a bunch of different, I don't know how to explain it, but they have like a bunch of things and you can make your tacos out of whatever you want, So, yeah, that's have like carne asada tacos. Those are kind of the most popular. Then yeah, I would say tacos. You know, it's super easy. They're cheap. You can grab them on the go, and then you have like all this very different kind of tacos that you can.
Would you compare something like tacos to like burgers for America as popular food?
Yes, I think that they're kind of they would be like parallel, right? Right.
Mm.
Over here, people just go wherever and grab a burger on the go.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar over there. However, I would say that the difference is that over there, most of the tacos are not like franchise, you know?
Yeah, I know.
So they're like people that are selling them, and over here, yeah, it's franchise. So I would say that that even talks about the culture, you know, like the economic culture, also how regular is in Mexico to have regular commerce, you know, like people that might not have a permission to put a taco stand or whatever, or they might, you know, but it's more easily accessible to just start your business, you know what I mean? And maybe over here you have to like go through regulation and go through like more permits and everything, you know. So like you don't see a bunch of people just selling burgers in the street, you know what I mean? You have to have a franchise and everything. So I think that also speaks to cultural difference in the economic spectrum, you know.
Yeah. Well, another cultural difference I do have is question. It's when it comes to entertainment. Since I don't know a lot about Mexican entertainment, is it roughly the same or vastly different?
What do you mean by entertainment?
Like TV shows, music,
Okay.
stuff like that.
So I would say that it's different. However, I think that not only Mexico but all the world has been like evolving or taking references from the United States because it just became such a global reference, you know. But well, it's different. Like over here, I would say that maybe kind of the most popular music might be like rap or something like that, and over there, it's like corridos, you know. Right now, like regional music. So I would say that that's different, even though rap is also popular in Mexico. What else? I find that, for example, in the United States, when you see an advertisement, it sometimes even looks like a movie, you know, like it's super well produced. And I feel that in Mexico, we're not that good at manipulating people and selling things to people through subliminal messages.
I think it's the fact that there's multiple, races and stuff. So there's multiple ideas. So that's why it's more cultivated. But that's also how problems arise as well.
Yeah.
And that leads me to my next question, which was, how was it like seeing multiple races?
Where?
And when you say San Diego?
Okay. Well, I would say that also like there's also multiple races in Tijuana, because and in Mexico there's I mean maybe it's not that popular, but we also have like there's also black Mexicans in Mexico, you know.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Chinese people in Mexico. There's a lot of Haitians people in Mexico. There's a lot of multiculturalism, right? However, it's even more pronounced here in the United States. I would say that it's just a different experience. In Mexico, I would see Chinese people, or I would see people from other countries, but maybe I didn't go to school with them. You know?
Like segregation?
I don't know exactly the segregation, but I personally didn't have okay, maybe this is when I was already out of school. There a lot of, for example, a lot of Haitian people migrated to Tijuana, so I didn't have a chance to go to school with them. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't like my time. But But over here, I got the chance to have a lot of classmates from different backgrounds, you know, and even professors. So at first, it was also difficult for me because sometimes when I went to college, I had some professors from India or from China or Korea, from different places, and at first it was difficult for me to understand their accent, you know, how they spoke, because I was also an English learner. So I was kind of being an English learner, and then you're just like adjusting, you know, to the accent, and how you have to figure out all these different accents. So that was kind of difficult, especially when I was taking trigonometry, because I didn't understand the teacher.
So was that the hardest subject, English, or?
Well, I think that in general, there was a lot of vocabulary that I didn't have when I first came. You know? So I think that it's not that English as a subject was the most difficult. It was just that maybe I felt like I needed more vocabulary just to go through my math classes, you know, because it's not. I mean, I might know math in Spanish, but there's some terms that maybe they were saying in English that I might not catch or understand at first, you know. So just like gaining all that vocabulary, because you grab that through experience, you know. It's not something that you can actually learn in a book how people actually speak, you know.
Yeah. So what was the worst and best part about moving?
So the worst part, I would say that it was at the beginning, just maybe leaving my family, my friends behind for a while, and at the same time, what else? What were we?
Well, best and worst part.
Okay, and so that was the worst, and I think that the best part, it's also kind of the same thing, or, well, not the same thing, but just like the other side of the coin, that it's, well, I got to meet a lot of new people, you know, and I got to learn and like integrate into a different culture. And I think that learning, or when you only have the experience of one culture, you think that that's how things are supposed to be. But when you can compare, you can see that things can actually change, and that they're not that rigid as you think they are, you know. Like there's different ways, approaches, different ways of life, different ways of living, and one's not better than the other, or one's not. It's just different, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that that perspective is crucial for understanding that things don't have to be the same all the time. At least personally. I'm trying to do my best.
I'm also trying to do my best.
Okay.
Right. Hey, pause. What's it called? What?
I do have a history with music. I actually started playing when I went to college. I went to Humboldt State, and it's a hippie town. So I started playing there.
We did it.
Huh?
We did it.